The Mutual Defence Treaty, the Pukpuk Treaty, signed between Papua New Guinea and Australia, is not only going to strengthen security and bilateral relations and also create employment opportunities, it is something which the Prime Minister is willing to use to build the Papua New Guinea Defence Force to the highest level than what it is today. The Prime Minister revealed this to the media in a press conference after his return to Port Moresby City from Canberra, Australia on Monday the 6th of October, where he outlined his plans to build the Pngdf on the back of the Pukpuk Treaty.
And today in 2025, right after our independence, our government decided that we must enter into a treaty relationship with Australia. Treaty is no ordinary relationship, it is the highest military relationship with any other military. It elevates our relationship to equal standing, allows us to have interoperability, integrate with Australia defense, as well as coexist side by side going forward into the future. So it's a natural progression from Status of Force Agreement, Defense Cooperation, now to a defense treaty.
He said PNG at this stage, after 50 years of independence, is not in the best form to protect its own land and sea borders. But through this defense treaty, PNG stands to benefit from the technology and the resources available to the Australian Defence Force for surveillance and also to build up the Papua New Guinea Defence Force capabilities.
Now, my job as your Prime Minister, my number one job as your Prime Minister is your security man. It's my responsibility to look at the security apparatus we have. Domestic security, internal security, external security, the threats that we pose within, and possibility of the defense of our sovereignty going forward. Today our country, our 3 million square kilometers of sea borders, our 462,840 square kilometers of land space. The vulnerabilities, the exposures we have compels us, by a stroke of a pen, have access to a world-class security.
Prime Minister Marape reaffirmed that national security continues to be a priority. It has been for previous governments and for his current government. As the current Prime Minister, he is adamant in ensuring that the PNGF is built up to the highest level in terms of manpower and resources to provide that security guarantee for the country. And this treaty opens the door for that to happen.
We have now elevated our military capacity to theirs by way of us mobilizing their resources if need be. But for me, I don't see that as the major reason also. In between now and 60th anniversary of our nationhood, I've made it no secret, PNG want to build our defense force to a 7,000 man force. That includes 1,000 for sea people, 1,000 for air people, having air capabilities, having sea capabilities, having technological capabilities, as well as the land capabilities we want to ramp up and build for our own defense force. We are a big nation by land size. We're a big nation by ocean size. We're a big nation by population, over 10 million people. A nation that has big ocean, big land, and big population, like ours, is entitled, and it is in our national interest to build our defense force at the very earliest. If our own budget is to allow, we will need over $1 billion kina every year for the next 10 years if we want to go to the type of military we want within the next 10 years.
The treaty now will go through the process of Parliament ratification before it is approved and comes into effect.
Subscribe to PNG Haus Bung for more news content.